Hello, hello. Give me one sec. I'm just kind of make sure my audio is working. Um, I hope it is. I can't tell. Excuse me. Hello?
Hello.
Perfect. So I know my audio is working now. That's good. That's good. It's very, very good. All right. So, Panda fam, my name is Dominic. If you don't know me already, I've never really done an introduction at all. Um, for the most part, I've always felt like I really didn't need to. I would just put content out there. Um, so I'm doing a live today with really three goals in mind. So, first of all, I bought Jollibee for the first time, and I am freaking excited to try it. It's like the super well known Filipino fried chicken chain, if you don't know. I also haven't had lunch yet, so I am freaking starving. I don't know why I haven't tried it. Like, it's kind of like something all foodies go try because it was such a big thing. But I am excited. I also haven't eaten yet, so I guess I already said that. But I am freaking hungry right now, and it's just sitting right in front of me. Now, I really wanted to make so the second thing, I really wanted to make a proper introduction. Whether it be my Instagram or my YouTube, in all my years, I've never really introduced myself, and I just kept doing what I'm doing. Um, and I thought it would be a better way to connect myself with my audience if they actually knew a little bit more about me. And of course, if you ever have any questions, feel free to message me. And the third thing, I'm learning to speak to the camera more. I'm more of a behind the scenes kind of guy, behind the camera type person. So the camera itself makes me quite nervous. Um, I'm also quite a fast speaker. So I want to learn to pace myself a bit. And so for me, this is practice, This is trying to be more comfortable. And it's been a very, very hard process so far because I don't know, it's not something that comes very natural to me. Some people just naturally have it, and I don't think I do. I think it's something I have to learn, I have to practice, and props to all the people that can do it so reflexively. Um, yeah, definitely not a me thing. Give me one sec here. I'm trying to figure something out. There we go. Now, what should we get started with? Let's get started with the fried chicken. So again, I ordered from Jollibees, and I'm really excited. It doesn't quite fit, but there it is. Um, ASMR. Now let's open this. Do I just tear this? Yeah, I'm just gonna tear this apart. I'm just gonna. Oh, yeah. Oh no, I ruined the bag. Okay. First of all, ooh, don't spill anything. I'm gonna put the rest on the floor. Okay. I would show you the rest of my house, but my house is a little bit messy right now. I just moved in here. So too bad. Woo! So I don't know if you guys can see it. Damn it. Come on, focus. Focus. I got a two-piece fried chicken with some spaghettis. And everyone keeps talking about this spaghetti because it's like this sweet Filipino spaghetti. And I've never had that. I mean, the Hong Kong version of spaghetti of pasta is generally kind of sweet. The Japanese version of pasta tends to be a little bit sweeter. So I'm quite interested in trying this, but I've been told it's sweet, sweet, like it's very sweet. So that's gonna be interesting. Now let me dive into this real fast because I am actually really hungry. I went to the gym today and I have not eaten. So, so we're gonna start off with actually let's start off with this piece. There's a spicy piece and then there is a non-spicy piece, the normal piece. Okay. And so this is the normal piece. Do I have to be out of the screen? Yeah, so it's the normal piece. Let's see if this is crunchy. Mmm, it's pretty good. You know, as fried chicken goes, it's not like excessively oily, and the piece isn't like massive. I don't know if you can see, but it's pretty juicy inside without being excessively oily. Because sometimes, honestly, some fried chicken places like by the time you get the bag, the oil is just coming through the bag. And this is not bad. This is not bad at all. And the skin, ooh, very good. Like the skin, mom. Mm, that's pretty fire. Pretty fire. I also had a gravy somewhere. So Jollibees also seems to be really famous for their gravy. My desk is small. Well, it's not small. I have a lot of stuff. So I'm kind of navigating through it. So let's take a piece of this chicken skin and chicken meat. So we're just gonna take this piece here and we're gonna dip it right into the gravy. Oh no, I'm dropping stuff. Oh yeah, look at that gravy. That's nice. Now if you can see it. There we go, much better. Ah, ooh, oh my sweet Jesus. Oh, that's nice. Mmm. Their chicken's really good. Surprisingly, it's not like super, super salty, but it's good. It's good. I like it. The gravy's good. For some reason, I was like expecting like crazy kicks of flavor from this Filipino style fried chicken. Kind of like almost like southern fried chicken that has like that huge salty kick. But this is like really good, really well balanced. Mm, I really like it. Not too expensive. It was like I think it's supposed to be 30 something bucks, but I got a discount on Uber Eats. Mm, yeah, that's nice. I would get this again. It is, I think, more expensive than some other fried chicken spots in Vancouver, but not too bad. Ooh, that's so good. Mm. Oh my god, I thought my door opened for a second. I'm home alone. Jesus Christ. Mm. All right. I don't normally pick at the chicken like this. It's just because I'm on camera. I usually bite right into it, but it's just kind of crazy looking. All right. And then we got this spicy fried chicken. Ooh, that looks excellent on camera. It's kind of fuzzy. I know it's not the best camera, but my girlfriend got it for me. All right, let's try this real quick. Try not to drop it. Try not to make a mess. All right. That's pretty good too. Ooh, a little bit of a kick. The spicy one has a little bit of kick, not lying. Hmm. But I'm into it. I should have got myself a cold drink. I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be better. I'm not gonna get myself a pop." Now I want one. But that tastes really good. Oh, that's really nice. Hmm. Now, oh my god, it's really warm in the house. So eating spicy food's really kicking me in the butt. All right. I'm looking at the wrong place. I always look at myself on the screen. I should be looking at you guys, shouldn't I? I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm learning. And then I put some gravy on our fried chickens. Ooh, let's just dunk it. Yeah. Ooh. Ugh. Spilling gravy. Hmm. Real talk. Their gravy does make their chicken even better. Whoever's like getting Jollibee chicken without a gravy is insane. Absolutely insane. Oh my. I think I made a little bit of mess. All right. Now, okay, let's take this out. No, I didn't finish the chicken yet, but I'm going to. Now, this is something I was really curious about actually. There are spaghetti. It's not like super pretty, but people say it's like a must try thing at Jollibees. Ooh. Hello, Amy. Jollibee. Ooh. Yeah. It's not the flavor I expected, but it's pretty good. It's kind of on the sweet side. It almost has this like weird smoky hint to it. Kind of surprised. Ooh, that's nice. Mm. And they have like little sausages in it, which is like really classic for some like a lot of homemade spaghettis. I wonder if it's like a Filipino thing to put like sausages in their spaghetti too, because we do that in Asian households quite often. But we just put anything, just about anything, to be honest. Mm. That's pretty good. Yo, I saw this one TikTok guy complaining about how bad this was. He doesn't know what he's talking about. It's not that bad. But the Filipino community freaking stomped that guy. Mhm. That's good. I'm down for that. All right, let's get back to it. Now, I'll eat more later. Um, so a small intro to myself is my name's Dominic, and 10 years ago, I started an Instagram account called Please Feed the Panda, which I later changed to Panda.Dlights because the name was so freaking long. I didn't really have a goal in mind for it, but I saw people taking food photos and I would randomly snap photos on my phone too. So I was like, why not? I would start posting on Instagram, doing whatever. And back then, it was so easy to get likes. People actually saw it, and it wasn't a competitive community. It was just people coming together to like things. Really, that was it. It was so simple. Like in the very early stages of Instagram, it was never about getting stuff. Um, and not too long after I started, I met up with this dude that I knew from high school. Oh God, Filipino food's making me gassy. Anyway, but I didn't really know him very well because he was a couple years younger than me, and I wasn't really talking to any that many people younger than me in high school. But now we were older, we were in university and in school. He reached out. He's like, "Hey, like I'm like taking food photos too. We should hang out sometime." And little did I know that this guy would be one of my best friends in life, like genuinely one of my best friends. I was one of his groomsmen at his wedding. You know, he's always been there for me, and I'm very lucky that this was part of my. It sounds corny, but like my Instagram journey, I guess. And he was the one who taught me how to use my camera. If you scroll back in my Instagram, you can actually see some of my photos. Um, and his handle is Bokeh Bites. He's not as active as he used to be, but you know, he turned out to be one of my best friends, and I feel very, very fortunate that that happened. Um, he's like a brother to me, and yeah, like I think it's one of the reasons that I kept going with the Instagram thing is because I got to meet people like him who were very kind, very sweet. Um, and we just vibed. We were just having a lot of fun. Um, so a lot of times I get this weird question is that it's not, I guess, not a weird question, but people are like, "Oh, what made you become an influencer? Ooh, is it because all the free stuff? Is it because you get free food? Is it because you get paid lots of money?" First of all, I don't get paid lots of money, and honestly, half the time the food doesn't feel free, and I'll explain that. But first, so what made me become an influencer? To be fair, I never wanted to be an influencer or a foodie. When I started all this term influencer didn't exist. I think there were bloggers already, but being an influencer really wasn't a thing. And we were just people with phones or cameras with an Instagram account, and we would shoot photos and put them up. And it was a hobby. It was very simple. We're have sharing a hobby with one another, and a lot of us had never met. We would talk. It would kind of be like how Facebook was. You would talk to strangers like AIM or Messenger or whatever. And it was a fun, light-hearted way to connect with people. Um, and there was never this term of monetization at the time. I mean, the people that jumped on it really quick were really smart. Oh, hey, Courtney. Yes, I'm streaming. I'm talking about my Instagram journey because I'm old now. And so when you posted a photo, if you saw it, great. And then if you didn't, well, it didn't matter. You didn't really keep track about, Instagram in general because it was just for fun back then. Now it kind of, you can see all your likes really clearly. Everyone can see your likes, and it matters so much to influencers how much likes they get. It matters so much to media companies how many likes they get or views. I'm not retiring. I'm just starting anew on YouTube, and I realize that nobody really knows who I am because for the longest time on Instagram, I would shoot photos and be behind the camera. I wouldn't tell people about myself. A lot of people didn't even know what I looked like. For the first 3 years that I did Instagram, everyone thought I was a girl, and to the point where I was getting these creepy ass DMs from these random ass men telling me how skilled I was, and I was like, I love these compliments. This one Russian man I remember told me I was a beautiful flower, and I have never forgotten it. um, but yeah, like, oh fuck, I lost track. Um, so somewhere along the line, someone out there kind of came up with the term influencer, and I just kind of fell into that category because I shot photos, people saw it, people wanted to go, I became an influencer. But it I wasn't trying to be an influencer at the time. Like I was just shooting photos. I shot things that I liked, them pictures of my girlfriend, places that I went, places that I really liked. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't be posting places that I really hated, right? And people saw that I liked it, and they would go. And to be perfectly honest, I'm not a foodie either. Um, I like food. Um, I'm not as crazy about food as other people. There's a lot of people out there that genuinely love food that will line up for hours to get food, to try this new trend, to cook. And people that are cooks are crazy foodies. Good for them. I just don't have that skill set. For me, food comes from my appreciation of food comes from my mother because for me, food is what brings people together. And for me, it's always been a social interaction. I loved I love being around people, and I even my love language is giving people food. So often I'll feed my partner, and it's my way of saying I care about her. It's kind of like gifting, I guess. And hers is like she likes it when acts of service, I think, and and encouraging words and stuff. So I had to kind of readjust. Um, Instead of bringing her food, I would cook it for her, or I would clean up more around the house. I'm trying to do more of that, and also just be more encouraging in general. But anyway, back to the foodie thing. Food's not like that for me. Uh, Mine's a social interaction. I want to meet people. Funny enough, the two people that are in my chat right now are people that I met through photography and through food. And I'm also very lucky to have them around because, I mean, God, there's only two of them and they showed up. Thank God. Uh, but what I've always really liked is photography and videography. I love taking photos and videos, more so photos in the start. Videos just kind of became necessary because TikTok and Instagram kind of progressed that way. They were like, "Oh yeah, like you guys got to make videos now." But honestly, it was just TikTok and Instagram's way of being like, "Oh yeah, we want to keep you on the app for longer periods of time." Um, and later on, I just tried my best to show off mom and pop restaurants, like quote unquote hidden gems. And the reason I say quote unquote is because hidden gems don't really exist as much anymore. They definitely are out there, but with the internet, a lot of things are already known to people. And back then, though, and this is going to make me sound so old, when a restaurant was good, you wouldn't get it from the internet. Your mom would tell you this restaurant is good and they would drag you there. Your friend would tell you this restaurant is good and you guys would go together. Your date would tell you this restaurant's good and hopefully you got a date to go with you. Um, but now it's kind of like, oh, I'm gonna Yelp this. There was no Yelp. There was Yellow Pages. Like it wasn't a thing. And I realized that like Instagram could be a platform in which we could show people things that they didn't know about, and that's really when hidden gems were kind of being uncovered to the point now nothing is really a hidden gem. And back then I would just be doing that and showing my weekly experiences, showing fun things I did, and it kind of just grew from there. But I think even till now, I didn't really take it that seriously. I know that a lot of people go to restaurants on a weekly basis, like 4 or 5 days a week, and do media or shoot photos or, make videos and or they video themselves all day long. I haven't done that, and I kinda wish I did to grow my account more, but at the same time, I'm really glad I didn't because that's not what I wanted. I didn't wanna grind so hard to be famous. I just wanted to do things that I love at a pace that I wanted to do it at. And so even today, my account's pretty small. I think I'm at like 14K and it's dropping. But I am trying to pick it up a little bit so it doesn't completely disappear. But overall, I've enjoyed the process. I've enjoyed meeting all the people. I am very, very lucky. Like, there is a friend in the chat right now. I've known her, I want to say, for more than half a decade. And from her, I've met a bunch of people. Through me, she's met a bunch of people. I think it's been an incredible, incredible experience. Um, and I hopefully YouTube can be kind of the same thing too. Um, I mean, it'd be nice if I grew a lot now, because I would love for something on my page to go viral. But if it doesn't, that's fine too. And lately, it's been harder and harder to want to create high quality videos and photos. And that sounds terrible, but honestly, it's because the internet no longer rewards hard work on your videos as much as it used to. Um, I used to follow all these like videographers and photographers that did amazing food photos, and I loved it. I loved seeing their stuff. Gradually, the algorithm would stop showing me them. There's just too much competition, too many interests, too many things. And the same with my page. I think people aren't seeing my stuff anymore for the same reason, unless something one particular thing goes viral. So you can spend hours and hours on something and it could just go nowhere. Not even your own followers or subscribers will see it. And it sucks, right? So I got really demotivated. And honestly, to now, until now, it's still been quite a struggle because you have to find yourself in a state where you want to just be creative for the sake of being creative. Trying to find the joys of kind of creating stuff again. And I think I'm getting there. I have a lot more fun. And honestly, I guess should have, I was going to make a proper announcement. I'm going to put in this thing. But I plan on starting a podcast again because I just love chatting with people. I love I mean, Amy in the chat, actually, I used to be in a podcast with, and she knows, like, I'm a very chatty individual. I don't love being on the camera, but I love having deep conversations with people. So that is something probably I'm gonna add to the channel later on as well. So, actually, let's take a break for a second because I didn't just get fried chicken. I also got pie, and I didn't just get one pie. I got 2 pies. Now, why did I get a pie from Jollibees? Because at Jollibees, apparently, they're really known for, like, I think their peach pie thingy and their ube pie thingy. Now, this is cooled down a little bit. Yeah, there's literally a warning label on this that says caution, fillings hot. Um, it looks pretty good. It actually looks, I don't know if you can hear this. Sounds pretty crispy. I've never had this before. I think this is the ube one. Ooh. Oh, that is excellent. It's really crunchy and really buttery. Mm. By the way, if you've never had Filipino baked goods, very good. Filipino baked goods are delicious. Um, There's one company called Leavenly Goods in Vancouver. Friends of mine, to be blatantly honest. Their food is really good. Their croissants are amazing. Shout outs to Leavenly Goods. Ooh, it's just so crisp on the outside. I don't know how good my mic is. Oh my god, there's crumbs every. God damn it! But it tastes delicious. Oh, no. Oh no, it's just gonna be so bad at me. All right, let's do the peach pie. Oh, this one looks crispier than the other one. Why? Stop dropping shit. All right, like this one looks so much crispier than the other one. Mm. This one's the peach, and it's a little bit acidic, a little bit sweet. Still very crispy. I'm pretty sure I'm eating like 9,000 calories right now. I don't know how mukbangers do it. I also don't know if I love eating in front of a camera, but it's fun. Mm, pretty good. I think I like the ube better though. It's more balanced. Mm. You guys should try Jollibees. Really, really good. If you haven't, I would recommend it. Now, why did I start a YouTube after doing an Instagram, doing the TikTok thing? It's not like I'm massive on those ones. My accounts are fairly small in the grand scheme of things. So why did I start a YouTube? Well, I wanted to start a project that was fresh and new, that sparks my interest and love of making content again. I don't even like calling it content. Back in the day, it was just making videos. I hate calling it content. I actually hate the term influencer. And so far, I've found that YouTube is more rewarding. People see it, especially like when you make a video with a purpose, people tend to be more drawn to it. One of my biggest videos is the anime convention. It's because people love the anime convention. So they check out what's there. My other biggest video is my video of things to eat in Maui. And honestly, it serves a function. I think that's great. Um, I'm also really lucky because so far, like no one's kind of been mean to me on YouTube. There's definitely some terrible people on Instagram and TikTok and most of Reddit. But on YouTube, everyone's been really nice and quite supportive. Like even when they're being harsh, they're kind of being like constructive with their criticism, which I am okay with. There are some weird people for sure. I've definitely already ran into them, but for the most part, everyone's been really nice. And I'm also very lucky because my friends are quite supportive. If I tell them that I have a new YouTube thing, they show up. Not all the time, obviously, because and I don't expect them to, but they show up, and I'm really really grateful for that, honestly. And the other reason I wanted to do YouTube was with TikTok and with Shorts and with Reels. They always want it to be really short. They want it to be like 15 seconds, and then it's really frustrating because sometimes some places, some restaurants, some concepts or events that you're going to, there's so much to show. Um, and we lose people's attention after 15 seconds. So you can't tell the whole story. You, sometimes people ask you questions like, oh, where is this restaurant? You didn't say how much the pricing was. You didn't say this. You didn't say that. Well, first of all, Google it, you prick, because Google is a powerful device, a powerful program. You can Google it yourself if I don't tell you. Second of all, I didn't have any time to put in the video because your attention span only lasts 15 seconds. So most of the time, you'll see influencers and people that make videos that are very, very short. So if you want to explain something, it all has to be in the caption, or you just make them DM you. And honestly, I wanted to make things that were with a little bit more depth, a little more, if I could, more storytelling. I haven't really found projects where I want to go super, super deep. So most of my things are like 12 minutes long at max, with a couple exceptions, like the 3D conventions I did. Those ones were longer. Um, but I want to make things that just feel they have more meaning. So far, it's been hard because with some restaurants, you can't meet the owners. You can't talk to the staff because they're busy. But I think that is more what I want to do is kind of tell more stories about the restaurants as well. Sorry, I also have a hard time staring at a camera. It's kind of weird. Um, I think on my Instagram, everything's geared towards food. And it's very hard to change that because I've been doing that for 10 years. I will probably change that because I don't care, but it's hard. And also, Instagram content is really fickle. So, what that means is that you finish a 15-second video, you're expected to make another 15-second video, you're expected to make another 15-second video. So, you spend so much time just filming this, filming that, filming this, filming that, as opposed to me going to a YouTube thing where I film one restaurant for a couple hours and I can make one long, meaningful video, or I film this part of a trip and that part of a trip, and I can make one long, meaningful video. And to me, that just speaks, I don't know, it just speaks more to me, makes me happier, you know? And so I'm going to be more open to filming different things on YouTube. I haven't exactly figured out what. Some things are kind of hard to film, but I do want to film more activities for people to do in Vancouver and obviously abroad. Obviously, if this does well and I can make money off of YouTube, I can show you guys more things. And that would be really great. Um, so, why I'm trying to learn to speak to the camera more. Uh, So when I first started Instagram, I really had no intentions of being in front of the camera. I like to take photos. Funny enough, that's how I met Amy. And back then, nobody did videos. Nobody did really did videos of themselves when on Instagram. It was just us shooting outwards and showing things that we saw. But over time, TikTok and Instagram and YouTube became, I think, more demanding in terms of what people wanted to see. So people would film themselves, they would film themselves narrating, they would film themselves dancing, they would film themselves doing a lot of things. And I think that kind of became the norm. So when you saw food videos, they didn't just want to see videos of you eating, well, not like just pictures of the food. They want to see a girl with the food or a guy with the food. They want to see the experience of the food. And it just became more and more demanding, but then they wanted a shorter amount of time, which was really annoying, really, really annoying. Um, and honestly, I think a lot had to do with TikTok and Instagram just wanting more people to engage with their platform for longer periods of time because people would just like a photo and keep going, like a photo and keep going. But if they watch a video for 15 seconds, they would have to stay, and I think that's what they wanted. Um, so in a way, I felt like I was forced into being in front of the camera, which obviously is a stupid way of saying it because nobody can force you to be in front of the camera. But I think over time I've kind of accepted the idea and I kind of wanted to get better at it because I've seen other people so good in front of the camera. They speak so well, they're so fluent. People teaching languages, people traveling abroad. Also, bringing your camera out and just like having it in front of you in public is so difficult. I don't know how people do it. It's crazy. Because for me, I still don't like the idea of people staring at me when I film. I don't like the idea of people staring at me when I film myself or film the food or, because it looks like such a spectacle. Even after like a decade of doing this stuff, I don't particularly enjoy it. But that is also something I want to get comfortable with if I am going to be creating content. So, speaking to the camera, I'll probably be doing more lives, practicing more, doing more videos of myself like this. And I hope you guys like it. But, you know, it is what it is. Um, so I don't think a lot of people know this about me is that I'm a very chatty individual. But when I was younger, I was so quiet, and this is when probably like first or second grade. I was so quiet that they threw me into ESL, which is English as a second language. I was born here, so they assumed that I didn't speak English because I was so quiet. They thought I didn't understand English. The problem is that I able to speak English, and I was able to read at a fourth grade level even while I was in grade one. But I was so quiet when they put me in another class. I didn't even say anything because I was so shy. And so then I realized that there were so many drawbacks to being an introvert that I kind of pushed myself to be out there, to speak more, to have more social skills, to demand things when I wanted it. And I think it made this really outward personality that I have now, or at least that's what it seems like. And to be perfectly honest, I still have a lot of introvert traits that I've retained. Like I'm not good in front of cameras, even though I love shooting photos. So I'm super awkward in photos. I'm super awkward in videos. I still have problems making eye contact with the camera right now. Um, I know that you guys can tell that I keep looking over, and obviously I have a script of some sort. And it's because when I get nervous, I get my mind kind of just starts to cloud, and I can't tell what I'm supposed to say next all of a sudden, or I can't remember exactly what I just said before. And so then I don't know if this happens to you guys. I hope it doesn't because I really wish I wouldn't wish it on anyone. It's a really uncomfortable feeling where all of a sudden you don't know what you're saying and where you are in the conversation. But that happens to me. Um, I used to perform in choirs, but the moment I had a solo, I would forget everything. So there's been so many times where I was on stage just tanking. And I think a lot of people think that I'm very chatty, very, very much an extrovert. But when you get to know me, that you'll kind of know that I kind of hide away a lot. Um, so I watch a lot of people like Brett Cooper, like Rotten Mango. There's a whole bunch of other people like Just Kidding News, stuff like that. And I've been on YouTube for watching YouTube stuff for a very, very long time. Um, and I honestly like now that I'm doing this, I'm like, how did these guys do it? How do they generate so many ideas while in front of the camera? Also, how do they like not be gassy after mukbang? Okay, I keep trying to burp. Um, and I think I have a lot more appreciation for it now that I'm trying it. And I think I will continue because I think I enjoy this. I enjoy chatting with you guys. Um, I think the experience today actually I liked it. It wasn't as uncomfortable as thought it would be, and I'm even though my chat's kind of still now, but my friends did show up and they were supportive, and I'm happy for that. I'm very, very lucky, you know? So stay tuned. I am probably going to put up more videos, eat more food, and, chat with you guys more often, have random topics to talk about. And obviously, if you guys want to chat with me, please come tune in. I will probably try to set a proper time so that you guys know when to come. And yeah, like I will keep you guys updated on the projects I'm going to do. And let me know if there's anything in Vancouver that I can get from Uber Eats to try at home because I kind of want to do this more often. I think this is fun. So for those who tuned in, thank you so much. this means a lot to me, and I will talk more about myself just because I want to. Have a good day, guys.